My name is Donta Chestnut. This is my life, my story.
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing fine. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. And I must say, man, this is in the series that we're doing, it's something a little bit different, and this is something that I think needs to be heard because of what you're doing for the community, man. So I really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, man, definitely. I appreciate you having me.
Okay. And so where are you from? Where you grew up at?
I'm from Wilson, North Carolina.
Okay, Wilson. Okay. So how was your family growing up?
My family was good growing up. A lot of hustlers and, a lot of positive stuff in the community,
Okay, okay.
especially my grandmother.
Okay, good. Okay. So you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have siblings.
Okay. How was your relationship with your siblings growing up?
A couple of them I didn't meet until I was like 18.
Okay. Wow.
We had conversations, but they came to my last home football game when I was in high school. So I didn't meet them until then. But our relationship great now. I talk to them weekly.
Okay, so let's talk about high school for a minute. So you was a football player in high school.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and most of the time, football players are real popular.
Yeah,
and a lot of ladies sometimes.
Yeah, that too.
So what did you decide to do after high school?
After high school, I decided to go to college.
Okay,
I decided to go to college and play football.
Okay, great. You have any kids?
I have one,
One kid, okay. Girl or boy?
a girl.
Okay, little girl. Oh man, it's beautiful. Now, how would you just describe your personality?
My personality is easygoing, and just love my people and love my community,
Oh man, that sounds great, man. Now, what we want to talk about today is in Wilson, North Carolina. It's a program that you have, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What made you do something like that?
With the program, my brother, he ended up getting shot and killed. It was a program that I always wanted to do, but it made me push forward with that after, his death, and, it hurt me. So I wanted to make a difference in the community.
Oh man, well, I'm sorry to hear about your brother, of course. Do you use like volunteers to help you, or how does that work as far as help?
All volunteers are welcome. Like, we need all the help that we can get, so we can reach all the kids, as many kids that we can reach, so we always want help.
Okay, good. How old was your brother at the time of his death?
He was
ballpark.
He was around like the early 30s.
Early 30s for him. Mm-hmm. And that's relatively young, and so I can see how that can hurt, be hurtful to you.
Yeah, I was real hurt about that. I never had that feeling ever, when I was told that, man. So it hurt me.
What about the rest of your family? Like, how did it affect them?
It hurt them too. Actually, it hurt the whole community. Especially a lot of my friends from the neighborhood, man. All of us was hurt about it.
So he must have had a real big impact, man, in the community, man.
Yeah, he helped out a lot in the community too.
Now, this next question, it's a real important question, and because, well, let me ask the question first. Mm-hmm. Did you have any thoughts of retaliation before thinking about doing the program? Because I understand, your brother passed away, he was killed. Most of the times in our community, any community, I would say, if a family member is killed or something, the first thing you think about is getting payback or retaliation and hurting someone. Did you have any of those thoughts before, thinking about the program?
Yeah, I was hurt. With that, it had me down, and I didn't really care too much about nothing. I was really ready to put my life on the line about the situation, and and after a while, it got to me, and I just realized, I'm not here for that. Out of all the stuff that I done been through, all the good stuff that we did in the community, I just came, to realize that it's not worth it, because if retaliating, we'll have to retaliate on this person, and we cool, you'll find yourself hurting some of your own people, So I looked at it as, we just got to make a difference and make sure this don't happen again. So that's what, that's how I felt about it. But I was really hurt about it, I definitely was hurt.
And I just want to say, man, I really commend you on taking the initiative to do something other than retaliation, because that's take a strong person to do that, man, in our community, because you hear that a lot in music, and the first thing you want to do is go shoot. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And I know that it's nature for us to think that way, that you want to hurt somebody that hurt your family or hurt you, and so I just want to commend you on that first.
and that's normal to think that way. And like at the
Exactly.
time, it's like got to do the opposite though.
Exactly.
Try to be a role model, and for the kids that's coming up.
Got you, man.
You know.
That's deep, man. And would you say? I know you say your grandmother helped in the community and stuff. Would you say that kind of was instilled in you to help make you that decision?
Yeah, my grandmother, she owned like two clubs when I
Okay.
was coming up, and she used to take bus trips to like Emerald Point, to the beach. She did a lot of giveaways, the Sundays in the park in Wilson, and I just looked at her growing up, and I was like, man, I love how she was just touching people and
Mm-hmm.
making a difference in the community, and it kind of rubbed off on me.
Oh,
And then this past year, I was able to do the Emerald Point trip like she used to do.
oh man.
So I was excited. That was a lifetime goal that I always wanted to
Yeah.
accomplish, and we did it.
But I can tell how you smiled when it touched you.
Yeah, it did, man. It did.
uh, okay, let's speak about the program for a second. Is it a year-round program?
Yeah, starting in August, it'll be year round.
Okay. And what are some of the activities that the program, provides for the kids, or what do you do with the kids?
We do financial literacy.
Oh, okay,
We
great.
do sports. We teach the kids how to change oil, how to change brakes. We teach them life skills, and we have people like Coach Charles Jones. He'll teach them wrestling. He
Okay.
teach them how to plant seeds and gardening. Skip, he'll come in and teach them how to box.
Okay.
We do physical education also with Charles Austin, and that teach them, not how to be obese,
Okay.
because we got a lot of kids like overweight, so we want
Gotcha.
to make sure that, they're not obese also.
Great. Now, what is the age range? Is it mostly older kids, or do you start from real young?
We start from age 7 to 18,
Okay, great.
and
Oh man.
then with the program also we have a semi-pro football team, which is 18 and up.
Oh, okay.
So that way we touching the young adults, and we touching 7 through 18 also.
Wow, wow. Do how do I know this is off a little bit?
It's cool.
How do you do moms normally bring kids to you, or how do you get a chance to market? Like, do you go to schools to talk to these kids and bring them to your program? Or?
Most of the time it's word of mouth.
Okay.
A lot of times the kids be having so much of a good time when they come to our program that they go back to the neighborhoods and like, y'all got to come to this program, and different people help out in the community. So,
Okay.
it's a village,
Gotcha. Man, that sounds great, man.
Appreciate it.
Now, how do you feel personally? Because this is something that you thought of, just something that you put your mind to. You did. A lot of people procrastinate on certain stuff that they want to do in the community. It's something that you put together. You actually did it. You have kids come in. How do you personally feel when you see the kids running around having a good time, or planting seeds, or playing football, or wrestling? How does that personally make you feel?
It made me feel good. It's an accomplishment,
Yeah.
and with our staff and, our team coming together, it just mean a lot to me just to see them kids smiling, and at that time they staying out of trouble, they not getting pregnant, they not joining no gangs, they right there with us, and they learning stuff. They learning like life skills and stuff like that. So it make me feel good, to make a difference.
Well, I just wanted to say, man, myself, and I know I speak for a lot of people in our community and other communities, seeing a young man like yourself. You a little younger than me.
Gotcha.
But this is so commendable, man. It's just, we don't see this a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times in media they show the negative. You know what I mean, about younger black men, and they don't show the positive of what we're doing. Because there's actually people doing it, but they don't really show it and portray it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's one reason why I wanted to do this interview with you,
Appreciate it.
and really just give you your flowers, brother, because what you're doing is really, really helping the community. And I don't know how you know how big this is. You know what I mean? I grew up in a small city like this, and I really didn't really see too much of it. You know what I mean? So when I hear things that you're doing, it's so huge, man. And I just want to thank you for what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
I commend you. Definitely going to help. You know what I mean? Whenever I can. But we want to start with putting a video out to help. And one thing that people can do is actually donate to the foundation. I mean to the program, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, how can they donate?
They can donate at our Wilson Cash App. So
Okay.
it's $ our Wilson, OurWilson.
Okay, and I'll make sure we put that on the screen for the people who want to donate. And like I said, young brother, I thank you for coming in. Thank you for telling your story. We really appreciate what you're doing. We really appreciate it, man, and helping these children like that. And we thank you. Like I said, I'm going to continue to thank you.
I appreciate
you're a young man, and
man.
we see the light in you, man. So keep shining that light. Keep helping young kids. Keep following God like you do. And we'll be there to help you any chance we get.
God get the glory, man. I'm just going with the flow, and some stuff just pop up, man, and it's Him doing it, you know. So I appreciate our staff, and I appreciate our community for coming together, though.
Okay. Now let me ask you one last question.
Go ahead. You can ask me anything. Man. It's cool.
Now I just want to ask you real quick. Say I'm a young teen, and I'm interested in your program. What would you say to me to get me to want to come to your program?
Like, you welcome to come. You know, we do basketball, we do football. You know, we want to make sure that you get good grades. So after school, if you need help with homework, if you need a mentor or a study buddy, we right there to help you. And I encourage the person to come to our program and just make a difference. Because that's the next generation. We plant the seed to them, and then they grow up to be one of us, and they do the same thing for the next generation.
Gotcha. Man, that sounds great, man. Well, I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming in.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.